Obtain any possible federal, state, institutional, private sector funding from the completion of the IP contract to aid the university in paying costs for prototype production. We're looking at private funding. We're also looking at SPIRs, I think, SBIRs, that sort of thing, that is Greenpeace funding, greenhouse funding. And as Mr. Obama correctly said, he's going to give $150 billion to this sort of stuff, so McCain will do the same, right? So we're in the big money category as far as that is concerned. Set up a manufacturing plant for the production of the first machines in Harnett County or Wake County or the RTP area, since we are looking at other at cross-state work, Orange County. By mid-2009 and in 2010, manufacture 50 machines. The next year, 150 machines. And the idea of wafer in 10 years to produce at least 1,000 machines, which will give water to 1 million African children. And the whole of that idea of that water is to give them an education. Because with the old saying is that give people fish, what they're going to do, eat it. Give them a fishing rod and teach them how to fish, they are going to do that. So we are going to give them water, and what that water will do will feed them as well, and also give them an education. That is what wafer is about. That is what wafer is for. We are halfway through our plan. And I stand in front of you today with my 5 minutes complete and ask if you'd like any questions answered.
What would you like us to do to help you with your wafer idea?
I need metal parts, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
I would like to keep this within the RTP area. I would like to be able to keep it locally. North Carolina is a great state. Disaster relief is phenomenal in this state compared to all the other states. Have you noticed that when the hurricanes hit the other states, all our Progress Energy trucks and everybody goes south? Do they ever come north when they hit us? No. Right? So North Carolina is very well situated, very good in local disaster. And the idea is to be able to get into the disaster relief agencies here to help make a prototype that will actually help with the disaster relief. The first thing that goes sour with a hurricane or tornado is the water, because it joins sanitary problems, especially with the sewer conditions, and it becomes undrinkable. Yes,
do you know, have you met Monty Rowland? Monty's the fellow in the green shirt there?
and what I will just now.
Yeah. Monty runs a network called the RTP Guild, and they are a consortium, a professional consortium of product design engineers. And I hope that after this meeting, you would talk to him about whether he can provide, or his group can provide, some services to you and figure out whether that's a viable pathway for you to take. I'm curious though, why are you making it a 501c3? Why not a regular LLC?
Well, the 501c3, you can then approach the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Michael Dell Foundations, all the foundations that are in theory running in parallel to a do-good affair like water projects. Without for example, I could not go and approach the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation without a 501c3.
Yeah, but the 501c3 is for the perpetuation of the machine, not the manufacture of the machine.
Correct.
So somebody else would be making the machine that the concept has come up through the 501c3. And the 501c3 then would proliferate those machines to some needy conditions. However, the machines are also still available to be sold to governments or other places that they could be for profit.
The 501c3 is to set up the side that is going to help Africa, which is the one that I'm interested with. The spin-offs we have worked with the Dean of the Engineering Department at ECU. We have worked with A&T. We have spoken to numerous professors. Believe you me, there are 100 spin-offs we have already thought about for this project. Water, you must understand, is going to be one of the most rarest and most sought-after commodities in the future once the oil problem disappears. Water today is still one of the biggest problems. And I take you on a bet, how many times you go anywhere in this country, taste the drinking water and go, eh, thank God that we live back in Raleigh where the water is decent. I live in Harnett County, I've got good water compared to you guys.
We've got time for one question, then we've got to move on.
Okay. If you speak to me after, I can tell you about some of the out-of-town opportunities, but there are two in-town opportunities I'd like you to look at. One, I'd like you to join me on October 23rd at Ryan Ellis's house, the founder of Eye Contact. Every month he holds an social entrepreneur meetup. to 70 attendees on a typical month. If you're not familiar with this event.
No.
Okay. It's a great event. It's mostly young folks. I'd say 30 to 50% of the people are students at UNC Chapel Hill, but everybody there is there because they want to make a difference in the world and they want to do it through entrepreneurship. I think we'll find a really great audience there, people who can build you connections. The other thing I'd like to look into is at Duke, they have the Duke Engage program, which is largely endowed by Melinda Gates, is my understanding. And this is an endowment that helps Duke students study abroad for the specific purpose of tackling engineering challenges that help people in developing countries. So I think there are two synergies there for you.
Thank you.
Let's give Colin a round of applause.